They're faster, quieter, smoother, cleaner. These are the new electric trains for Caltrain, running for almost 50 miles between San Jose and San Francisco. It's taken a while to get here. Caltrain's electrification project began 7 years ago, but now it's August 2024. After hanging up the wires, ordering the trains, and testing them, electric service has finally begun. And in a country where this is the biggest expansion of electric train service in over 2 decades, this seemed like the kind of thing to visit in person. Today, I'm giving you the full Tom tour. Join me as we ride Caltrain's new electric multiple units from San Jose to San Francisco. Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new Trains Are Awesome video. I'm Tom, I'm at San Jose Diridon Station in California. You already know why we're here. Let's go ride an electric Caltrain. The current San Jose Diridon Station opened in 1935, built by the Southern Pacific. Today, it is a true intermodal station, providing connections between buses, light rail, and of course, trains. Pulling in right now is the Amtrak Coast Starlight, the only long-distance train to serve San Jose, running between Seattle and Los Angeles. But you can also get on an Amtrak Capital Corridor train to Sacramento, or an ACE train to Stockton, or Caltrain to San Francisco, which is what we're here to do today. We are riding the brand new electric multiple units, which made their debut on August 11th. But first, we need to pay for our fare. I brought a Clipper card with me that I had bought on a previous trip to the Bay Area, and so I loaded some fare on it. Our ride to San Francisco today would cost $9.95. We are taking limited train number 505. This train will take about an hour and 15 minutes to reach 4th and King Station in San Francisco, bypassing several stops along the way. All we have to do now is walk up the ramp and see whether or not there will be a new electric train waiting for us. There it is. This is the brand new Stadler KISS. It's built in Salt Lake City, Utah by a Swiss company, now running in California. It's Caltrain's electric multiple unit. These trains are officially called the KISS. The KISS is a popular model of double-deck trains in Europe, built by Stadler, a company based in Switzerland. Stadler is famous for giving their trains slightly romantic names, like the Flirt or the Wink. KISS is another acronym. Translated from German, it means something like comfortable, innovative, sprinting suburban train. Perfect for this line. So what are these electric KISSes replacing? Well, trains like this. Noisy, heavy, and extremely polluting diesel locomotives pulling a rake of passenger cars. The Caltrain line actually runs for another 30 miles or so south of San Jose to Gilroy, but only the 50 miles between San Jose and San Francisco have been electrified. So in a few weeks, when all services north of San Jose are run with electric trains, there still will be a few diesel trains left behind to run the shuttle to Gilroy. The 505 has opened its doors about 15 minutes before departure. Before we go though, let's walk down the train. These trains are 7 cars long, and you've probably heard the word electric multiple unit when people have described these trains. But what does that mean? Well, an electric multiple unit, or EMU for short, is an electric train without a locomotive. Instead, several cars on the train have motors for more distributed power. EMUs are the standard for passenger trains in many parts of Asia and Western Europe, but they're also common in some American cities like New York or Philadelphia. This device on the roof is called a pantograph. It is in contact with the overhead wires, supplying the train's motors with 25,000 volts of electricity. It's a strange sight, seeing such a quiet electric train sitting among your more classic American diesels. So the first electric multiple units entered passenger service on August 11th, which is 10 days before I showed up here. Every week they've been adding 2. So this is the second week of operation. There should be 4 EMUs in service. September 21st, all trains between San Francisco and San Jose will be electric. We've talked enough about the outside of the train. Let's go check out the inside. It still has that new train smell. Boarding the train, you end up on the bottom level. There is a step, so passengers in wheelchairs or other mobility devices should wait at specifically marked areas on the platform for assistance.
For your safety, please stay clear of the doors and hold on.
The bottom floor does not feel cramped at all. In fact, it feels like there's more room here than on similar trains in Europe. These trains are actually larger than their European counterparts, but I'll explain that more later. For now, it's time to begin our journey north up the peninsula.
Caution, the doors are about to close. For your safety, please stay clear of the doors and hold on. Next stop, Santa Clara. Caltrain is a proof of payment system. Please have your Clipper card, mobile phone, or ticket ready for inspection. Customers without a valid fare will receive a notice of violation. Thank you for your cooperation. In the event of an emergency, please stay seated and listen carefully to the instructions from the train crew or emergency responders.
Let's walk upstairs. At both ends of each car, there's a middle floor area. Since this is the back of the train, there are only folding seats up here. This strange window area can be retrofitted to become doors if Caltrain opens any stations with high-level platforms in the future.
Santa Clara, your connection to BTA, ACE, Capital Corridor, and San Jose Mineta International Airport.
I will say it surprised me a little bit just how basic the interior was, but I do appreciate how the use of light colors and glass makes it feel transparent and spacious.
The doors are about to close. For your safety, please stay clear of the doors and hold on. Caution, the doors are about to close. For your safety, please stay clear of the doors and hold on.
Moving upstairs, the seating is laid out in a mix of forward and backward facing seats. Most of them are in airline style, but a few seats face each other and those have tables. Near the stairs there's also a small row of aisle facing seats. The baggage racks up here are similar in size to the ones downstairs, just large enough for a backpack.
Stop. Mountain View.
Okay, so these seats, they're very upright, but reasonable padding. I still feel like they give you more space than on the old gallery cars. So why am I so excited about these trains? Well, when they were first announced, I wasn't even living in the United States yet. We've been waiting such a long time for these electric multiple units. And as you guys know, I'm from Europe, so it's really exciting to see a European train succeeding in the United States. Underneath the seats you'll find power outlets, but here's where I'd like to make one little complaint. They're really hard to reach when you're sitting down, and I tried to charge my phone, but my charger kept popping out. One small detail I thought was kind of fun, when the train stops at a station and the doors are open, a small light in the ceiling glows green.
This is northbound limited train 505 making select stops to San Francisco. Next stop, Mountain View. Caution, the doors are about to close. For your safety, please stay clear of the doors and hold on.
When the doors close, the green light fades and turns into a white light. On our way to our next stop, Palo Alto, we had to run a little bit slowly because I think that due to construction there was some single tracking. So I decided this would be a good opportunity to walk through the train. And while we walk through, let's talk about why Caltrain is now running electric trains. Of course, there are numerous benefits to electrification. Not only does it completely eliminate localized emissions, electric trains are much quieter and can accelerate much faster than diesel locomotives. When all service is electric starting on September 21st, Caltrain will actually introduce a new schedule to match the train's higher speeds. This will include a sped-up express service that will link San Jose and San Francisco in under an hour. But those benefits alone are not the only reason. See, the state of California is currently building a high-speed rail network across the state. Between San Jose and San Francisco, these high-speed trains will share the Caltrain line. Since high-speed trains are electric, the line needed to be electrified. And so construction for that started in 2017. Now I'm going to be mostly positive in this video, but I do have to say it took 7 years to electrify 50 miles and have the electric trains up and running. That is incredibly slow for global standards. In the same period of time, the Indian Railways managed to electrify tens of thousands of miles of track, and their network is now up to 94% electrified. Of course, politics and such play a big role in these things, and you can't just compare the two, but I do think it's important to acknowledge that this electric service isn't state-of-the-art or unique, it's actually standard around the world. That doesn't mean that it's not a big deal for the region, though. Speaking of big deals, I just want to say that I really appreciate the bike spaces on this train. Each train has bicycle spaces on the bottom floor of the 3rd and 6th car. They come with seats for people who are not comfortable just leaving their bicycles unsupervised, and they come equipped with bungee cords to tie your bike down so you don't have to worry about that yourself. Very thoughtful, and I like it. Next, let's move on to check out the toilet. There's only one toilet per train, but it is an accessible toilet. Okay, so there's only one bathroom per train, which is definitely an interesting choice, especially on days like today where there's a ball game going on. I feel like 2 might have been okay. So kind of that clinical, sterile white look of the train's interior is amplified here in the bathroom, although I will say that is a nice countertop. Wow, I sound like my parents when I say that. And of course the bathroom has a changing table, folds out very nicely like this with very little effort. We're at Palo Alto now. I think my favorite part of this experience so far has been just listening to everybody rave about these trains, whether it's kids, adults, commuters, baseball fans. I just walked through the entire train, and in every car I heard at least 2 people be like, "Oh, I'm on the new electric trains, it's so cool." I've especially enjoyed speaking with the conductors. You know, once they found out that I was a train enthusiast, like, we just started talking about trains, and you can just tell they're so proud of these, and they should be. If I can be frank, this should be the standard or the bare minimum for trains in the USA in 2024. Unfortunately, it's not, but hey, congrats to Caltrain for at least achieving it.
Caution, the doors are about to close. For your safety, please stay clear of the doors and hold on.
So I got off at Milb station. You can transfer to BART here. I'm gonna quickly run and grab some lunch and then take the next train into San Francisco, which I believe is also a KISS. You guys knew I had to. I actually literally had to be in and out because the next train was coming soon. I guess it's not an electric train, but oh well. Then this is just my last ride on the Caltrain gallery cars. So in just a few weeks, you won't be able to see these trains here anymore. But anyway, since we're almost in San Francisco, let me summarize my thoughts on the electric Caltrain service. I think the new KISS trains are great. Their relative quietness and speed make for a truly pleasant experience. And that's not just my opinion, staff and passengers alike were raving about these trains. Sure, I'd probably change some minor details, like giving them a more inviting interior, maybe adding another toilet, but I always enjoy riding modern trains like this, which remind me of the trains that I used to ride growing up. When I think about the commuter trains back in Washington, D.C., where I live, I kind of shudder. We're pretty far behind. But while Caltrain definitely deserves a pat on the back, we can't just look back. We have to look forward. This project was expensive and slow. We need to improve the way we build infrastructure like this because we need more trains like this. American commuters around the country should have the same high-quality railway service that is considered standard around the world. These Caltrain kisses aren't the future, they're the present. And they're a present we don't want to throw away. Wow, the new trains are definitely way better than the old ones. Less bumpy, less noisy. But can we talk about that shape for a second? Because like I said earlier, the Stadler KISS is a European train. And in Europe, they're round, they're kind of streamlined, they're very good looking. Now, I'm not saying this is ugly, but it's definitely very boxy. It looks like one of those erasers or those stress squeeze toys, whatever you call them. It looks like a cake, honestly. The reason for that is because the American loading gauge, so basically the clearance of trains, is much larger than in Europe. So the European trains have their shape because they have to fit to the European loading gauge, but here in the States, they can be bigger, so they made them bigger, and that's kind of why they look this way. And now that I'm in San Francisco, there's one more thing I need to do. Don't worry, we're almost there. Hey friends, I'm back. So you probably don't speak sea lion, so let me translate for you. They're saying, thank you so much for watching Tom's Caltrain video. If you like the video, definitely subscribe to Trains Are Awesome. Thanks, guys. No, seriously, thank you so much for watching today. I'm so glad that I got to ride these new trains. We've waited a really long time for them, maybe even too long, but they're here now, and I love them. We'll see you next time.